Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna add this at all, or maybe add it to the beginning or add it to the end of the video, but I wanted to talk a little bit about collecting and the advantages and disadvantages of going slow or like jumping on something. For instance, many of these decks that I'm going to show in this unboxing are decks which people have already shown and done walkthroughs of, and which people may have gone straight out and purchased because their favorite YouTuber opened it up, went through it, and extolled the virtues of the decks, how wonderful it was, how beautiful it was, how great it looked, etc., which happens all the time, and it's part of YouTube. It's why we go to YouTube. We look for those unboxing videos to kind of decide, what am I going to go out and get? What's my next purchase going to be? Should I get that next MJ Coline? Do I need this particular oracle to go with a tarot deck that I already have? Or should I race right out and get the latest Ethony or Robert M. Place or, whatever kind of deck that you love and that interests you, the latest Thoth deck, the latest RWS deck. So I jumped right on this purchase because out of 14 decks, which I'm getting at a lot price, which is, pretty reasonable, 11 of those 14 I had never had before. Several of them, I'd say, of the ones I'd never had before, there are 5 that I really looked at seriously and probably would have purchased anyway. Maybe not. 3 of these decks I had before. 2 of them I still have. But I didn't have the exact edition, or I don't have it with me, so I really would like to have it with me. So I guess what I'm trying to say is there was an advantage to me not racing out and buying these decks right when they came out, because now with Honey Lou selling them as a lot, I don't have any of these, at least not with me. And for the most part, I haven't had any of these, and I'm excited to have them all. Which is not to say you shouldn't go out and get the deck that you want when you want it. Certainly there have been decks that I have bought, for instance, the Gothic Literature Tarot, which some people like and some people don't, right? But it's one of those decks that the creator only prints a certain amount. He's a small indie creator, and if you don't get it now, you might not get it. However, sometimes if you wait a little while, somebody's going to sell it, so it doesn't have to be such a major emergency. But I mean, if you know you're going to love it and you really want to have that, then you might want to be in a hurry. But otherwise, you might not want to hurry. You might want to just wait a second and think. Decks that are coming out mass market will probably be available for a while, years, some even for decades. Mother Peace has been around for how long now? I mean, was this printed in the early 80s, the late 70s? 1981, is that the let me just look. This was printed in, yeah, this is 81, 83, printed in Belgium. Okay, and that's the other thing. Sometimes you want to wait until you can get the exact one that you want to get, right? Some of these older collectible decks, you might find it on eBay or Etsy. I mean, now we're having to worry about people selling fake decks. That's such a big bummer, isn't it? And to help with that, I would suggest looking for the box or dealing with somebody that you know is an honest person, which is what I was doing. But this one, the reason Honey Lou had an unopened copy of this is because she loved it so much, she got a second copy as a backup because she couldn't bear the thought of never having had it. The same with this one. What if something happens to my original copy and I need another card? Or what if I lost the deck in luggage, say? I guess all I'm saying with this prequel or post video is you don't have to be in a big hurry necessarily to race out and go buy your latest mass market or the ones that you know are going to be in print for a long time, because you have time to sit and enjoy what you have. And that's all I have to say about that. Thank you. Bye. Hello, YouTube. This is Tammy Pie, and I'm back for another video. Oh my God, I am kind of a mess, but this is going to be another in the little series that I do called Your Declutter is My Unboxing. And this unboxing comes from our own Honey Lou Wilson of the channel Honey Lou Wilson. And not even a few weeks ago, maybe a week and a half, she put up a video with some decks that she just wanted to remove from her collection. And in my excitement, because I am in Kailua Kona and I am far away from my collection, so I saw some decks that I have really wanted to try that she was getting rid of, and B, a couple of decks that I wish I'd brought with me that I'll be happy to have until I can get my own. And then, you know, of course, I can sell those along or trade them or even gift them to someone. And C, it's just fun. It's fun. It's fun to, part of the thing is one of the decks that's in here is a deck that I actually bought, but I gave to my daughter. And it's a deck that I love, but Honey Lou did her soap trick with it. So I've done the soap trick a couple of times and I like the soap trick. It does take a little time to do. It's not that hard once you get the hang of it, but I want to see how it feels when she does it, if it feels as cool, because I know what the deck feels like before it gets soaked. So a lot of interesting stuff happening here. And of course, super hot here. And I have to turn off the AC in order to film. The other day, I had my friend Coco here, and we did do a little bit of filming. Hang on just a second. Sorry, we did do a little bit of film together. but the AC was on. Luckily, she had done the filming on her iPhone, so she's editing it, and hopefully I can download the stuff that she edited so we can both kind of release the video at the same time. But in the meantime, this box got here really fast. It's United States Postal Service priority mail. So it actually comes in days, even though it's come all the way across the ocean from Alaska to Hawaii. And so this was a lot. If you go back and watch her video, she sold all together, which works for me because, like I said, I only have like 20 decks with me, which is, it's a lot to be carrying around, but still. Also, I've left the lights on for this, mostly because I just want to see. I want to see and feel these. Okay, so let's dig into the box. Okay, I just picked this up from the post office. All right, so this is Ethereal Visions. And this is a mass market, but when I had Ethereal Visions, I had the one that he sold as like a Kickstarter. And sure enough, this one looks exactly the same, which is part of why people were so up in arms, upset about it. But you know, it didn't matter to me. The box I had was signed, and you know, et cetera, et cetera. But it's very much the same cardstock, the same beautiful gilt. What is this? Oh, cool. She sent me the pictures, the little stickers for the Ethany thing. Oh, good. I'm so glad. The Sustain Yourself Oracle, the book is in here. Okay, this is really cool. Goddess of Love Tarot, unopened. Here we have Cosmic Wisdom Tarot, unopened. Neither of which I have experienced IRL. This is the Dungeons and Dragons, which I think you can get these at Spencer's. I guess she got it at Target. But I had never had that one either. This is for Hoxa, which is the MJ Coline. And actually, I have this deck in Yakima, but I have really missed it. I've really been wishing I had this deck here. So I was thrilled that she had the, it's even the indie version, which mine is the indie version too. And I really like this cardstock. And she says she got the slipperiness off of it, which that doesn't bother me. I'm not opposed to a little slipperiness because I like to fan my cards out. Okay, and we have the Tattoo Tarot. Now I used to have the, is it 8 coins? So I never had this one. And this is a very much beloved mass market deck that I have never experienced. It's a beautiful pip deck in tattoo art fashion. This one is more, I think, cohesive than the 8 coins one, which is a little different because you can see her her art style improve as she was doing it. The Intuition Oracle, which I'm thrilled to have. I never had this before. And Honey Lou edged it. The artwork on this is beautiful. Cardstock is a little shiny. These are the kind of cards that have the the key words and the titles on the back, which doesn't bother me at all. This will be fun to play with my my other collage decks, or just fun to play with, period. Intuition Oracle. The Spirit Animal Oracle. Again, very beloved, and she was saying how she probably, oh, there's the box, how she would probably get it again in the tin form. I don't usually love clip and read things, but this one I have been curious about. A lot of my friends here on TarotTube really enjoy this one, so I'm looking forward to playing around with this. Another deck that I've admired from afar but never had before. The Spirit Animal Oracle. And we have the, I'm really stoked to have this. The Sassy Burrito Tarot, because my version that I have in Yakima is not on the new cardstock. She started printing them, I think, in the 6th version, or it might have been just right here in the 7th version. This is the, oh no, this is the 8th edition on this matte cardstock, and mine is the shiny one. So I was so stoked. Yay, this is an excuse for me to finally get the matte version of Sassy Burrito. And here is the Sustain Yourself Oracle, which of course is by James Wanless, who does the Voyager Tarot. And people love, love, love the Voyager Tarot. Almost everyone I've ever met has always enjoyed it. A lot of people were not as taken by his Oracle, which is more about ecological and nature-based Sustain Yourself Oracle. So I'm interested in this, if for no other reason to see what James Wanless wrote about it. But also, I kind of like those backs, the leaf backs, and the animals and nature and everything. Okay, here's another one which I never had before. So 1, 2, 3 of these decks I had before, and the rest are all new to me. So out of 14, 11 are brand new to me. And even the ones that I didn't have, that I'd had before, I'm really happy to have right now. So this is another like really beloved oracle in the community, Herbal Astrology. I'm into it, but I never got it because I don't buy a whole lot of oracles. So I'm excited to get into that. Here we go. A vintage mini mother piece. Again, a deck I've never had. And this is one of those decks that people swear by, that has been the first deck for people that I know. Okay, I'm going to show this one. This was really exciting to me. The Drowning World Tarot is, who is this by? Coline and Selesnik. These are the same people that did the one with all the weird kind of carnival at the end of the world tarot. But this one is all photographs that were done floating in water. And I've been interested in this for ages. but never bit the bullet and bought it until now. Okay? So super stoked to have that. I didn't get along with the Carnival at the End of the World either. Not so well, maybe it was because of the imagery. It just didn't turn out to be my favorite. And then here we go. This is the one. This is by Ash and Chess, the Queer Tarot. Just one of the really great iterations of the RWS. But far from being the straight RWS, it's the queer RWS. And the colors are juicy and delicious. And this is the one. Sorry, oh yeah. This is the one Honey Lou soaked. So I'm just gonna play with this for a second. Sorry, my situation here is such that. Okay, so the cardstock on this is quite stiff, but it probably loosens up a bit after a while. But it's also really nice and matte. And it does have a bit of give to it. Look at those great backs. Isn't that beautiful? And of course, here's the devil. These are all real people that were sketched for this deck. And Honey Lou did not send along the big old box or the guidebook for it. But that doesn't matter because I had them before. Like I said, I gave it to my daughter in Yakima. And yeah, the soap feels really good. Now, I've soaked a couple of decks. But I think she might be a little better at it than I am. Because one of them that I soaked, the Sleepy Hollow, the Legend of Sleepy Hollow Tarot, I think I didn't do it as carefully as I might have. So it's not as smooth and soft as this one is, but I might redo it because this feels really good and it fans beautifully. What this does is it takes away the friction between cards so that when you on a table do this, or when you're shuffling and bringing the cards together, they just really smoothly run together. There's no catching. So it's really nice. So that's it for this unboxing, and I may come back and talk about some of these decks a little bit more, but for now, thank you for coming.